Are we up?
I'm doing the stanky leg.
You.
It sounds like
shit in here.
Where did we leave off last time? We were like most of the way through the investigation, right?
Yeah, we have a little bit of investigation to go through, and then we should be in the trial. I think, hopefully. God, please.
Yakuya Togami has to lead you to 5 new locations still, sorry.
No.
Makoto Naegi, look at this tree.
I don't want to. I want to get this trial over with.
Now look at this potted plant, you idiot.
What does this have to do with the fucking case?
And if you look closer at this potted plant, you'll see an ant.
Look at this ant, Makoto. You and the ant are very similar.
Okay.
Makoto, look, there are pieces of a vase all over the floor. I need you to piece them together.
I need you to rotate them in 3D.
Now look at these 3 gnomes.
Now back to the Makoto, back to the VHS tape.
Now you can take a look at this VHS tape.
This tape doesn't have to do with this trial.
We gotta play that case again someday. That was genuinely the funniest time we've ever had playing Ace Attorney. Lana Sky was there.
Oh, guys, someone remind me to turn my volume off once we're in the trial.
Oh yes, we had to mute it.
Yes.
What am I doing?
Well,
I genuinely don't remember what I'm supposed to go for.
The idea pretty much just said, fuck off, you're on your own now, so...
No. I thought we were going one more okay, I remember in the case we still have to go to the first floor at some point. But I feel like we have to go back to the crime scene.
Okay.
Start there, and then if not, I know there's one spot that we still have to go to turn around. Yeah, there you go. There's still one spot we have to go to downstairs.
Mm.
Hey!
Ding ding ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit. Another stat increase for me.
Can I kill him?
No one.
You usually love him, what's wrong?
Do not touch him!
What did you find?
I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs.
Are you sure about that?
Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too.
Really? What did she see?
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right?
Okay, so, where is Celeste now?
The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there.
Whatever that means.
What's it gonna be? Alright, well,
Oh, we didn't get to look at the boys' room.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, someone took a shit.
There's a strange stain on the carpet.
Someone left their dookie here.
What is it?
What is that?
Oh my god.
Maybe it's
Tab?
a poster?
Yeah. Huh. This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Okay. Nope, I don't want to do that. No.
What, boys aren't allowed to like boy bands?
Nope.
Nope.
No,
Yeah, I guess
boys
it's gay.
like boys.
That would
Boys
make
aren't
them
allowed to be
gay,
gay.
and that's illegal.
I'm putting you in the torment nexus.
Guys, come on, it's still Pride Month.
Today's the last day of Pride, so tonight at midnight I get to post my favorite image. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm scared. It's the bloodstained poster. The blood is most noteworthy part, but the big boob.
It's a picture of a big boobed supermodel.
What?
Big boob
Mr.
fuck.
Mr. Gay over here looking at the bloodstain.
I wish we could get I wish we could get Bryce Papenbrook to come into our stream for 5 minutes just to say big boobed supermodel and then leave.
Yeah.
Girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. Makoto, you're a fucking idiot.
He'll figure it out.
I don't get it.
Do we have to talk to
I don't get it.
Sakura or Mondo? Do we know?
Not Mondo, but both Kyogo and Sakura.
Gotcha. You spend a
Thanks,
lot of
Sakura.
time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Oh, I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together.
Okay, then. Let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters.
I see.
But there is something that has been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising.
We have protein coffee?
In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' room and it left a stain.
Stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain had disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with? Think, Makoto. Think.
I'm trying. My brain hurts.
Makoto, think.
Makoto, think.
Hey,
Use your
Kyoko.
pea brain.
I'm
That thing in your head,
trying.
use it.
Have you made any progress on your investigation?
No.
Generally speaking. But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. I don't want to be around
Something-
you.
Oh, okay. Okay, oh. What is it?
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the
Anything
matter.
else than being here.
Mind your
But-
business.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a bit mad you went off with Byakuya.
I didn't want to! He trapped me by the scruff!
You're a bit pathetic, aren't you?
A little bit.
Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success.
With that, Kyoko turned and left for the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I'd better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in kind of a crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does all of this mean? Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Okay.
Yeah,
To
so
the
we gotta go back to
library.
the library now.
Hey, buddy.
Going back to the library, are we, Makoto?
Oh God. What?
What?
Where even are you?
Did you miss me already?
He's in the walls!
Dead! Okay, thank God he's here.
Is the stream struggling for anyone else?
Yeah.
It's really
my internet
trying.
might be exploding. Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
Okay, it's caught up. Kind of.
My internet's really bad tonight. I don't know why. Hold on, I'm gonna give it a minute.
So how are we doing tonight? Yeah.
Boogie.
Oh.
Please, God, my fucking shit. Are we good? Are we? Oh no.
Did you guys know the wooden box is empty?
Oh. Are we good? Okay, I think we're
I
okay.
think we're good.
The wooden
I'm
box.
using the BGM scales to try and like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess right now.
I'm looking at the Twitch stream. The extension cord was in there before. Okay. Thank you, Makoto. Fucking shit. I don't know where this goddamn thing is.
We
You
can look at the
kidding me?
lamp. I can tell you that.
Oh fuck. I want to take another look at just like Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere.
I eated it.
Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that.
Na 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 boo boo, Makoto.
Bitch! There's this stupid sticky note here! It just says, fuck yourself.
It says get fucked, Makoto.
Can't think of anyone but Byakuya.
Could have made a Byakuya
Bitch.
profile to
I tore it into little pieces and ate the whole thing, so no one else could read it.
Oh. The desk lamp. Byakuya grabbed that one thing from over here and put it over there. What? It sure is dark over there. Okay. What? Do I have to look at the one in the main area? Hold on.
Perchance?
You can't just say perchance.
Perchance.
I
Why
can do
not?
whatever I want.
It's a thick layer dressed upon the desk. Maybe some kind of... Okay. Fuck my life, I guess. Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But
I
there's
know
no
some of that
extension
evidence is
cord
pointing
here
towards
now.
Byakuya, but you told me that he survives to the end, so no.
Yeah, but
wonder
what if he could have done it and still survived?
But
He's
if
just
that
better.
happened, then the rest of the people would have had to die.
Yo,
Yeah,
You don't know that.
now you're catching on, Rowan.
you kind of got it.
Do I,
The rest of the
I have to
unit
talk to
is-
Celeste now, right?
Yes, on the first floor, she's in the warehouse.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, the next 4 chapters is just Byakuya reading books in the library.
Yeah, it's actually just gonna be Hunter Street.
Hey,
But
where's the warehouse?
if you go to the inn, like where you guys stay,
Oh,
so do you see the word that says inn?
I don't know how to read.
You have to be nice to him.
And then go through like up to there, not into the red hallway, but like towards it. You want to go right down that little hallway. That's
Right.
left.
Fuck. Shit.
It's there. It's there.
Okay. Oh shit. Hey, girly.
Hello.
I think you're just sitting in here.
Celeste, what are you doing in here?
This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from.
I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought about talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless.
Then you did find something?
Very well, I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse.
What? Really?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
What are you doing out this late?
Oh,
I was just.
Are you planning to go exercising, perhaps?
What? How
What?
did you know?
How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of the duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks.
Oh, you're right. Thanks.
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
But she said it.
Okay.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose.
Okay, you can't say that.
So, apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or the duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Okay, bye, girl.
Bye.
You literally have to be nice to Chihiro.
So true. Where the fuck am I going?
I think you have to go to the dining hall.
Okay. Oh, Tina, how's Toko doing?
Same as before, she won't come out, and she keeps on mumbling something about genocide Jowler. So I just left her there.
You left her?
My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her.
Speaking of which, what are you eating?
A donut, of course.
Of course.
There's two things I'm sure God created: outer space and donuts.
And I live by that.
Really?
You know what? I kind of adore that.
But Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her.
Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us.
Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls.
Was she just shy?
I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex?
We get it.
Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right?
Yeah, you know the law.
Think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
She's literally so transgender.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You
Volume, by the way.
where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Weird little freak.
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Okay, give me a second, Makoto. I need to get to my fucking, my volume.
Volume.
Nope, I didn't want to do that. God damn it. Light mixer. There we go.
I have the K-pop teachers.
I need to... There we go. Okay, sick. Alright. Let me... save quickly.
Good
That is a
idea.
good idea.
It probably gives me a save point beforehand, but I just want to be sure. Alright, are we ready to lock in?
Let's log in.
I'm actually locked out. I'm outside of the
Oh.
trial area. Can you let me in?
Oh, sorry, boss. We're already down. We're already taking the elevator down.
Oh.
There's a set of stairs, though.
Missing the trial is punishable by execution too, so...
Well,
Sorry, boss.
there goes my everything.
They're
Pussy
blowing you
pillow.
up, I heard.
What, Hunter?
They're blowing you up tonight, I heard.
Ah, okay.
Read your line.
Oh, sorry. Kim, so is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is... You really don't remember? Kidding. I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
You can't say that.
I'll go ahead and drag her out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him.
I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe he would drag a girl around. Terrible! You're terrible! Dream.
Oh,
Phew.
Oh,
So
it's Brady
now
again.
everyone's here, right? Yeah, stream is lagging.
God damn it.
I never catch up.
Oh.
It's trying.
It is
Still
trying.
I'm so sorry, by the way.
Not your fault, you're good.
Be like that.
Happens.
I'm gonna hit my fucking router with a hammer.
I'm handing you a cup of root beer.
Oh, fuck. Rooted beer. Come on, you can
I think
do
we're
it.
good.
It's okay. Okay.
okay, it's looking good.
Is it back? Are we good?
I think so.
Looks
Yeah, I
like
think
it.
we're good.
Okay. We're on your line.
Oh. Okay then. Hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there. And he melts into the floor.
So shall we get going? Time to find out who killed Chihiro.
Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us.
Rowan, I'll give you
Someone's-
$20 if you can guess who did it.
My instinct says Toko.
Okay, alright.
I don't know.
Someone standing right
What,
here.
just because a girl is a serial
Oh.
killer?
Yeah.
My second guess is Mondo.
Shall we begin?
Okay, alright.
Oh, right, I have to hit the fucking thing.
You gotta
We
push
have
a
no
button.
choice, right?
I like the when in doubt, talk to Kyoko strategy.
Kyoko, I'm scared.
Kyoko, help me!
Poor thing.
We have to do this.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for your words of wisdom, Kyoko.
Wait, you know how Miss Casey shows up once per episode?
Oh, dun, dun.
Exactly.
Hunter, we're in the trenches of season 2 right now. We're literally at the part where Miss Casey shows up for 1 second each episode.
Oh, you have to serve face for one frame.
Yeah, until we get to Chikai Bardo, we're just kind of at that point.
What was the last episode you guys watched? Was it Woe's Peak?
Yes.
I left him off at Woe's Hollow
Woe's Hollow, yeah. Good one.
because I'm
Good one.
evil.
It's a good one. But then that's a season where you're like, well, that's the best episode, and then you get to the episode, and you're like, fuck.
Oh yeah. Also, Lynn, are you free tomorrow? I think we're doing Severance.
Tomorrow night is Star Rail. What time are you
Okay.
going till?
Well, I was gonna pick Jack up around 2, so.
Okay, yeah, I mean, Star Rail goes up at about like 10, 11, so as long as I'm done by then.
Okay, sounds good.
With one last deep breath, I walk towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward.
Hunter, that means we're getting to Chikai Bardo tomorrow.
Fuck yes.
I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop.
What do you think? I redecorated. It's so fresh. Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then. Let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
Alright, oh god, help. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly. Yeah, we can fucking get it, Makoto!
This guy's so cringe and stupid.
True.
We should kill this guy.
Accept some skills.
Yay!
Okay, hold on.
I heart
I want
skills.
my skills.
Do we have any?
We have any
increase the
skills
time
or
of
we just
it,
kind of suck?
each phrase. Because we got a few from, talking to people.
Keep on going down. See what else we have.
So we have that right.
I think that makes sense.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
So then I guess we'll just
Yeah,
drop that
right.
one, the other one.
Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed.
Do you want one? Do you want the other one?
No, we had
No.
a loss in
Would you
thought.
rather
Wait,
have $1 or $2?
it says there's 3. Where's the fucking third one?
I think that's how many skill points you have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that's its cost.
Sorry.
Like the total cost.
Mm.
There you go.
Okay, I see. So that increases
Yay.
the time limit. So yeah, that'll help a lot. Don't think we need anything else.
No, let's do it.
All right, Hunter? You saying you said you were doing walkthrough? Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. I owe you my life.
You got this.
I don't, but thank you.
Am I the only one in the call who doesn't know what's like the ending of the story?
Yes.
Yes, you
Yes.
were the only one
Yeah.
who has never played this game, and it's the funniest.
Oh, okay.
You don't know how much fun I'm having only having you not know what's going on. It's like when you're not here, it's not fun. Like it's just so funny to have one person that doesn't know what's going on.
You guys have a little group chat where you're like, "Oh my god, this idiot."
No, like literally, like you
Oh.
don't even know.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So okay, hold on. I read that too fast. Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick wrong,
Hey, Reagan.
Would you rather have $1 or $2?
Yeah, all right, man.
that's an image.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Would you rather have $1 or $2?
Then I'll punish everyone besides the black end, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Keep hitting enter. Fucking Christ.
Okay then. So first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Okay, fuck. Shit.
And also fuck again.
Alright, thank you. 1 bullet. We got this. What statement am I blowing up? What statement am I blowing up, Hunter?
Fatal injury. Locker room. Iron pipe. It appears it was a
Gotcha.
head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument, but what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Ah!
Interesting.
You gotta be fucking kidding me!
Certainly would
This is a
be
good
a
start.
powerful weapon. Poor Chihiro.
Like, why does the bullet fire at like a mile an hour? Like,
You gotta aim ahead of it. You gotta know its direction.
I don't remember how to speed up, so we're just gonna fucking...
Oh,
What?
You
how'd that
missed.
miss?
I'm gonna fucking scream.
Makoto with a gun in his hand, just fucking shaking.
Shooting Hagakure in the head over and over again.
Oh, okay, that's that.
Sorry.
Oh my
Right.
god.
This is the one. I can feel it. I can feel it.
At least I have this fucking.
Stop moving around like that. You're gonna miss it.
Lock in.
Get ready. Concentrate.
Oh,
Yeah!
No, it's wrong.
Right.
That's wrong.
I have to get back into the rhythm. Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake, and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes.
God, that's so creepy.
Nice axe wound, you whore.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he?
That is
really
what I said,
kill
but
Chihiro?
backwards, Makoto.
Can you stop reading my fucking thoughts?
I'm in your head, Makoto.
What the fuck do you mean, new element?
We thought it was too easy.
Oh, not the white noise.
Oh, yes.
Struggle to hit that 3 times.
Fuck my life. Oh my god.
I love the PNGs.
Press the right mouse button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out.
Don't worry, we have like 14 minutes per section, so you're good.
I don't remember what difficulty we're on.
Well, we'll find out if there's white noise or not.
I think Monaco.
I want to say we're on, like, normal, but... what statement?
No proof for it.
Okay.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it.
Seriously?
Case closed as far as I'm
Genocide
concerned.
Jack?
But that's impossible.
That's right!
That's right.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on.
There's
There's just no proof.
I think so too!
Whatever.
Hey, so speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is.
He's so real.
Thank you, Tafumi. God damn it.
You got white noise, son.
Yeah, I sure do.
Genocide Jack, I'm sure of it.
Seriously?
Case closed as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Genocide Jack? It's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's
Thank you, okay. Holy shit.
That was good. You ate that.
That's good.
You ate that.
Because I thought it was like the right click was like a switch to the silencer. It's not like an automatic thing. That fucked me
Yeah.
up. I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack. What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth, so let's just forget that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be 2 defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is a bloody message is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boom blast.
Not quite.
No, it's actually bloodlust.
But more importantly is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? The hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
No, we're playing this fucking game again, okay. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. Yeah, it's just how the victim was positioned. Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only two people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this, when only high-level police officials were even aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way.
You were saying Genocide Jack is one of us.
Sorry, hold on. What? Hell yeah!
Does anyone want to go make s'mores?
Oh, I want s'mores.
I'm gonna put a little campfire in the middle of the class trial. That's okay. We all make s'mores.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll just look up a s'more.
I haven't had s'mores in a
Detectors
while.
are going off.
Oh.
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Oh.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh, okay.
Send this bitch to the electric chair immediately! Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
That was
What?
pretty good.
That was really good, Kian.
Thank you. Wait, hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Took has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
It's like homophobia or something, right?
Like or something.
He has homophobia,
Toko
guys.
Genocide Jack? The answer is yes, and the answer is no. Makoto, solve my riddle.
Oh my god, not again!
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko.
It's minor
Yes, it does.
slur time!
Woo! Oh god.
My favorite. I love when
Oh,
they
no.
just use
Oh,
updated
oh, God.
slurs.
I don't remember how this works. Help!
Letters.
That's right, I remember with the
What am I going for?
The first letter.
What's the first
We have to
letter?
spell a slur. We have to spell a
The
slur.
first letter is S. It's S.
Oh! Oh shit.
SCHIZO.
Oh!
Yeah.
See?
I need a Z.
A Z and an O.
This one is so much more boring, but so much chiller than the Danganronpa 2
Zing.
one. Remember that one we had to like connect the letters or whatever?
There's the
Please, please! Okay.
Yay, slurs.
Okay.
Makoto, you can't say that.
I'm not going to!
Uh,
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Insane how that, like, slur isn't what that means. Huh?
It's also insane that people with DID are actually significantly more likely to be victims.
what are you talking about? DID is the disorder that gives you an evil secret personality that kills people.
Yeah, we all learned this from Total Drama Island.
This is true.
I think I read that somewhere in
I
the
need to
file
put the kids
too.
from Total Island and the kids from Danganronpa on the same island.
You put the kids from Total Drama Island in Danganronpa.
They thought that the suspect might have, what do they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah.
Okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. That's a very reasonable thing to say about someone.
You can't just
Toko's-
call her a slur.
Toko's strange behavior. Oh, I didn't say the slur. Makoto said the slur.
I
didn't
didn't
say
say
one
fucking
slur.
anything.
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
I love how fucking Monokuma is stepping in. It's like, hey, don't say that.
Say that.
Monokuma's got his hand on, like, the censor button
The
whenever they're
one
about
thing
to
that
say something.
Shosoko could have a split personality.
God,
Should prove it.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up... this bitch was fucking crazy.
Why? Oh, is that a dead body? Hey! Hey, are you dead?
Must have hit her head real hard when she fainted.
Front and a back, a top ending and a bottom. A sea of truth and a web of lies.
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go finding adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her, of killing even more people.
Yeah, how can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No, what she wants to say is, how could you tell them? Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
It's not picking up my groaning, but I'm groaning.
Friends.
Groans.
This is all a lie, right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone!
What? She cannot comprehend this.
You
Compilation of
promised.
Asahina saying, huh? And what?
What? I can't believe you lied.
You only have yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
What a bitch
This
he
is the real world,
Right?
not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. But
Oh,
then
whatever.
you broke your promise first. You said
Oh,
that
I-
as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. Don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you get from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear, I tried to control it, but...
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Give it up, everyone.
Locking in for my Emmy-winning performance. Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
Oh, whoa, what the heck?
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill.
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
What, Toko? That's a loser's name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if the other one happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
She's so intense.
This diva so much.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yeah, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every ending has a top and a bottom, or how the depths of every truth, in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives... Sorry.
Jesus, Joe, are you okay?
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun.
This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society and the outside world are totally powerless. Fuck the cops. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Oh, get it? Cause she's crazy.
Cause I'm fucking crazy!
This, I gesture widely with my hand. This should
You
be
might
enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
You probably shouldn't put your hands too close to her. She's gonna bite it off.
She's very sharp teeth. How do your teeth get sharper when you, like, switch personalities? I don't really understand that part, if I'm honest.
I have magic DID.
Wow, that's beautiful. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt. A motive? Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toku's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toku's life would have undoubtedly been ruined forever. So, she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Oh,
But I can't imagine anyone other than you can murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
yeah, I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
How? Like, I'm literally
Maybe-
just a girl.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said. I need to get some more details about all of this. Oh fuck, help.
Understand.
Hunter! Help!
You're shooting the modus operandi matches.
Modus
Okay.
operandi. Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No!
No.
Everyone's mocking me again.
That's
They're all
wrong!
mocking me
Yeah,
again.
that's wrong!
Can I?
No.
Look at me! Look at me! This isn't your heart!
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh. You don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Are they allowed to say that?
Yeah. Sue me. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one. There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here, you'll see a clear difference. Please,
It should prove it.
For one, the cause of death is different. Oh my god, I can't fucking speak. Different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
What do you think her scissors budget was?
A lot.
Hi.
$3,000 scissors. Someone help me budget those.
Toka waking up and checking her bank account and being like, oh my god, she fucking spent all of the money on scissors again.
Fucking ice cream again this week.
Fucking Jill, we have to pay rent!
I mean, she's a teenager. Presumably, they don't have to. She's like living with somebody.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Can somebody help me budget this?
Hmm.
Can somebody
Less
help
on
me budget
scissors?
this?
Spend less on scissors.
What is the response?
I think it's just no.
I was gonna say no.
No.
Yes, that is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's one more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
She's like, I'm cooking! Chat, can I cook with this one?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through by hand. Here, you'll see a clear difference. What? Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They'd use some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrist.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Somebody help me budget this. And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Specially designed, no less.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
She's got one guy, and she's gonna be really mad if that one guy suddenly goes under.
I'm fucked.
Well, I think that guy might have gone under.
That guy might have gone. Rowan, plug your ears. That guy might have gone under.
Sorry, I didn't plug my ears.
And, you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at the victims, who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there just waiting to be discovered.
Pattern?
Oh.
Figure that out, and it'll
Say
be
that one.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as day why I couldn't have possibly killed that little, her.
Woman.
Let's see.
Little woman.
There
I
was a
think
pattern
so
surrounding
much.
the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. Fit it? If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro.
Because Chihiro was her lover!
This is the word I want to live in.
Yuri!
Yuri!
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Now, Genocide Jill is not transphobic.
Ken Harada, 32.
Diversity win.
Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komatsu Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naoya, Takeshi Masumue, Yuto Yumijima. There's no end to it. God, you really put me through the ringer with this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I could not pronounce that many Japanese names that quickly.
I could.
I know you could, Kian. You took Japanese.
Don't you tee-hee at me, young man. They were all guys?
That's right. The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men. Yeah! I can't believe I said it. I'm so
is wrong with you?
I can't help it. I'm just a full throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
Oh shit, she's a Fujoshi.
Diversity win. This serial killer is a Fujoshi.
Aw.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a. Sorry, I was like, what the fuck is a fandom? But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam. Oh, Black Betty, fandom.
If this Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy, but that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur.
Lowly cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It would make me the obvious suspect.
That does make some amount of sense.
Well, are you stupid, Togami? Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way just to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school.
Any scissors? I don't use just any scissors. I use my own set of high-class, envy of the world scissors.
Okay. Whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that? Da 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 da!
Can't.
Boom. Hey, Boomy Yamada.
Oh. He's slowly eclipsed!
That's right. So I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you. Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot, so rope's totally out of the question anyway. So true.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body was really suspended, right? And nobody with the police knew about that.
Yeah, that's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person who's been bothering me this entire time.
Who could that be, Makoto?
I don't know. Who do you think, Byakuya? Can you?
I don't know.
One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Oh, you want me to select someone? Okay, hold on. Hey, bitch.
Leon, it's Leon.
No!
Leon Quada!
Leon Quada!
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You have no problem getting access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack files. Oh my god, I can't read. Before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I'd put my stamp on it. find it all! Ah, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls onto me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely
Like
you
day
must
one.
have an answer.
Day one. Day
Day
one.
one.
I'm looking back and thinking out now. It was day one, wasn't it?
It sure was.
The way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms? They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree?
Huh? Suspicious?
It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought to look in the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say, Makoto? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence I said we should look in the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I say.
Thank you, Hifumi.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said.
He's so
I need to make it
fucking
clear to
lame.
everyone.
I love him. Yay!
Truth flash. What the fuck do you mean?
Truth nuke.
If you hit a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. So if you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you just have to keep blah 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 blah.
In this case, though, I won't say that if you. No. I like to think that Monokuma is saying all of this to Makoto.
He's like whispering in Makoto's ear.
Makoto, I'm
say
whispering
that-
right into your ear. You have to go to
God.
you have to go to GameStop and get me Bambi for the PS2.
Oh, not again.
If you don't, you'll be in big trouble, young man.
You won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck, have fun. Okay, help, Hunter.
We have to scan before we found the body, and we have to shoot the victim was Chihiro.
So, how? I have to hold down
So
left click?
when before we found the body comes up, scan it. So there, scan it, hold it. There you
Okay.
go. And then when the victim was Chihiro comes up, shoot it.
Mm.
3.
Okay, Hifumi.
I need to hit him with
Oh.
a hammer.
That's a natural reaction for any guy. Sorry.
The
And this
victim
one?
was Chihiro, yes, who was a
Okay.
girl. No, let's go.
Actually,
I'll
I'm
tell you what's so-
transphobic.
No! I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first was because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead, show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? He's more stuck up than usual. It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be something more to it.
But there is, I think.
Oh, you think, Makoto?
There is more to it. Think about it. This is my first line this whole trial so far.
Thank you, Yuri.
We just talked about the
Thank you,
differences
Yuri,
between
waiting for you.
this case and past Genocide Jack incidents.
I'm across the trial room.
Hi. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh, proof that I'm the culprit, you mean? Me? Proof that me? Kyoko, me? Me?
I was trying so hard to hold a straight face.
The differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? Okay, what is this? Is this another... Okay, help.
You're gonna shoot library desk lamp that when Byakuya is like, I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Okay.
Want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors.
You
The
sound
scissors
crazy.
are used to raise the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope, was it not?
That's right, it absolutely was. Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I've never seen that rope before in my life.
No, that's wrong.
No, you fucking lying bitch.
Actually, I'm pretty
Jesus.
sure you have seen it before.
Whoa.
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Sorry. Complete's different from what we're talking about right now. I just realized Art Fight starts at midnight.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm logging you guys.
Oh, I'm in
That's-
danger.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this?
Also, I thought it starts at, like, a time tomorrow. I thought it wasn't, like, midnight.
No, maybe it is. I don't know. I just know Art
Pretty
Fight
sure it
starts tomorrow.
At 2 tomorrow.
Do we have art fight tomorrow? Anybody know?
Anybody know if we have Art Fight tomorrow?
I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally make it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I mean, you got it, man. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even evolved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened! So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Again?
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we just hold on for a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you, Makoto?
Well, for one, your fucking attitude.
You're obsessed with me.
Shut
I
up!
killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Yeah, he's kind of like this.
Like, you guys don't understand. I, like, need him. Like,
I think you need to go to jail.
no,
Oh.
therapy.
What was that just
In
now?
that order.
Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. It's the scene of the crime, I believe. You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in a world of disappointment, that is truly a letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There's absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of this.
I believe I do. Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? Oh shit, I didn't know I could do that!
I didn't know that was a thing.
When the story suddenly moved to the side, crime scene.
The cream scene.
Cream?
I want to go to the cream scene.
No!
No.
Byakuya, oh my god, I'm fucking up so bad, who'd been so confident up until now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else.
There's two things.
There was something that was switched between the boys' and girls' locker rooms. Do I have to do something specific, or is it just either or?
I think either or.
Okay.
I think you should go with the two posters. Not the
Yeah.
carpet yet.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of some big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's
Big
kind
boob
of strange?
supermodel.
Titty boob, huge fuck.
What?
Why would the girls'
Look
locker
out,
room have
Gordon!
a poster
Watch your
like
boobs
that?
ahead!
Makoto, you seem to forget that everyone in the school is a lesbian.
Oh,
True.
fuck.
Who
God
do
damn it.
you?
Shit, fuck. Fuck.
Everyone in this school is a lesbian.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Hey, why does he know this?
Yay.
I guess super popular is everyone would know it. It's like how everyone knows One Direction.
Yeah, that's true. Hello?
Turn that off.
Picture of a big boob supermodel.
You're
Sorry, I love you,
insane.
Bryce Backman-Brook.
Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. Okay, fuck. Do I just have to present the boys' locker room carpet? Yeah, I do. Okay. The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
Bored.
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's
Like,
certainly
quite
possible,
literally
don't you
bored.
think?
What?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Well, I can answer that, but you're not gonna like it.
I am an ally! To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
Again, I have the answer to that, but you're not gonna like it.
They had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
Well, here's the thing.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up. I'm telling you. I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Is this...
Transgender.
Okay, help. Hunter.
This is broken e-handbook into Leon's handbook.
Gotcha.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I've got it. She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's wrong.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Zzz, you can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong? It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room, so I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Hey, wait a minute.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room, and Byakuya's the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decided you open your mouth and that's what you gotta say? There's no way she could get into the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Hey, wait, hold on. Just what do you
We're
think
just
you're
gonna-
doing?
We're gonna leave. Bye, Monica.
Don't worry, we'll still make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? Make things more exciting? If I... No, I'm not gonna say that joke. Well, alright then, I declare an official class trial recess.
Yeah, really?
I'm gonna put it in VC text.
Oh no.
For real?
Now then, what's it you want to show us? You better not be boring, or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
You see
No,
maybe
you
that one
should've
doesn't
said
need to
that.
go on stream?
You should have said that.
No, I don't think that one needs to see stream.
That's pretty good. So, before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was... back in this fucking room again.
Back in the fucking building again.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
This
No, I
feels
don't think I want to do
violating.
that.
Examine her carefully, like using her hands. No way, no way, no way, no way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
You know, there's a better way to prove that. Because you could just go to her room and show the toolkit.
No, but that's smart.
We have to see the shock and awe of what we're about to discover at the end of Pride Month, by the way.
Yeah, then the fucking
Happy
Pride
Pride.
Month. Happy fucking Pride, I guess.
I don't think they need to out a dead girl like that.
Yeah.
Well,
Man, this
Kyoko
game aged like
Kirigiri.
milk.
Kyoko Kirigiri, transvestigator.
I mean,
I'll do it.
but you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So, just leave this to me.
Sakura.
Bacon.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at Twitter. What's this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Kind of.
Oh, it's kinda. Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? What does this mean?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible. I
Christ.
couldn't clock her. She was so stealth.
Yeah, I
She
don't
was so
like this scene.
fish.
I don't like this scene. I don't like this scene.
Yeah. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
Is what?
a boy!
Okay, now we have to misgender her, but it's for the plot.
No, I don't think I will.
We do have to misgender her for the rest of this fucking game.
No,
I see.
I don't think I will.
Not
So-
the rest of the game.
So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact. What?
You're joking, right?
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
joke about
this.
transgender people.
I'm so fucking scared right now.
Then it's really true.
Chihiro was a guy?
Huh? Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Clocked. Hashtag clocked her.
Chihiro was totally trans.
Then he was a crossdresser? Now I'm really on fire. I wish I had killed him.
So that's what Kyoka wanted to show everybody, huh? Interesting. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes, that certainly does make things more exciting. Now, let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you all waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned the shocking revelation that Chihiro was trans. Let's pick up from there.
I appreciate the dedication, Rowan.
I'm not doing it. I'm not misgendering a dead girl.
Yes, well, I didn't know their reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was trans.
Like, I get where you are mentally right now, Rowan. I am so jaded from, like, I don't know, 15 years of transgender Chihiro discourse.
Oh, God.
Like, I don't care anymore.
I avoided it.
Think about it, like we were into this game in like 2014, and even by then, no one had figured it out. Like, no one had figured out what like the fandom response was supposed to be to this, and everyone sucked about it. Like, everyone was just terrible about it.
Nobody
Yeah.
was good about it. Not
I
a
mean,
single
like-
person.
I mean, like, the argument alone for her being trans, computer programmer.
Yeah, I mean,
like, come on, duh. Like, okay, well, let's play the rest of the chapter before I say anything else about what I
We
think
can
about
have this
Chihiro.
decision later.
Yeah.
Anyways, my characters are transphobic, so
Not Owie.
I will be true to their characters.
Not just your
Yeah.
characters, Ian.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Good lord.
That's a good one.
To think that Chihiro was... What, do you guys think Makoto would be transphobic?
I don't think he needs to be.
Like,
somebody-
smelling.
I think he's just confused.
Dealer's, sole dealer's choice.
No, egg.
He does have egg in his name.
But for real, I think, like, he'd be confused at first, but then he talks to a trans person and they explain it politely, and he's like, oh, I get it now.
You absolute fucking fools. Makoto is a trans guy, so...
Oh, I see. Okay,
You
but
buffoons!
if that's the case, then why did, then... Because that doesn't add up,
Bring it up,
because
shake
exactly
your hand,
how we're
man.
talking about Chihiro.
Because Makoto has been out for longer than Chihiro. Chihiro didn't come out until... Wait, spoilers, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Because trans misogyny.
Because trans misogyny.
To think that Chihiro was actually trans. The thought had never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming... Whatever. I don't care. Not gonna let you do this. Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Yeah, I'm also just kind of giving up.
Of course his handbook said he was trans. He dressed like a girl, but he was trans through and through.
Well, just fucking it up. Just he pronouns the whole time. This is how I feel. This is how I feel every day, by the way.
My brain was
Welcome.
too busy erasing the was a boy that I forgot about the pronouns.
Welcome to my life.
After the stream is done, do you guys want to make a tier list of what Danganronpa characters are transphobic, or?
Let's make a tier maker.
I think we should, yeah.
We all know.
I think after this stream for making Hunter deal with this, we should all send her $20.
Man, I don't have $20. I'm so sorry.
My Spotify payment just bounced. I don't know what you want from me.
$20.
So then,
$20. I thought she was pretty clear.
okay.
Listen, Hunter, the next time you're down and if I hope to God I'll have money by then, I will put a $20 bill in your hand.
I love that everyone's taking this seriously. This is awesome.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't
Monokuma,
understand the
that's
motive for
transphobic.
moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. Yeah, Byakuya, you don't know anything about the female body. Let's pack it up a little bit, okay? Let's pack it up a little bit.
I'm like, oh, come on, Genocide Jill, read your line. This is the most titillating situation.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever, we still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya's the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he could lift that dumbbell.
Oh,
Well, that's, yeah.
Yeah,
What?
true.
But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
he just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. Weirdo.
He's not having a Ace Attorney style breakdown.
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like he doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how do I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was trans. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but... That's fine. I guess the market is correct. For the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I'm not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to... how you say... alter it.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like, there's something.
Are you fucking with us right now?
Like, actually, Mondo, I am fucking with you. No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
I'll never
That's
forget
fucking
the
Well,
first
I
time
find it
that
very hard to believe.
the first time I found out that Togami didn't do the crime, he just fucked with the body. I was like, oh, I like this guy.
Yeah, and from that day forward, 14-year-old me was changed forever. Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
I like how we all had that one moment with one character from Danganronpa. I fucking hate that mine was fucking Leon Kuwana.
You know what? I'm just glad that we can all share that for none of us. None of us. It was Nagito Komada.
True.
Thank
If you're
God.
naked,
Thank God.
Then
Thank God.
why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is way more important, wouldn't you say, Aoi? No then, was it me? Who was it? Makoto? Chop chop?
Oh God. Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
Are we seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
Hurry, I just explained why Byakuya isn't okay, whatever.
Whatever.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here. That's true. Very well then, I'm with you too.
Damn straight, count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Nope. That's the line.
Alright. Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make a decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro?
You did.
I feel that there's never any real concrete evidence at this stage that Byakuya didn't do it. It's just that he's being too weird about it. He's just too weird.
It's vibes alone.
He's off vibes, and honestly, that's enough.
There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means...
The killer is Genocide Jack!
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would... Oh, sorry. You would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues.
Hold on, I got you.
Okay.
Hold on. You're gonna shoot and only the killer.
With Celeste's account?
It's only one. Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
I don't even know what he said there.
Did nobody get a look at the killer?
Sure, if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Someone saw the victim of something. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah, all we need now is some kind of new info.
It's Jover.
Shoot. No, that's wrong.
Oh, you're wrong.
No.
They're making fun of me again. Kyoko, help me.
No, that's wrong.
Oh.
You're doing a good job, Kyoko. It's just like that.
Thank you.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
I kind of am obsessed with her.
Whatever, just hurry up and tell us.
And I love you, random citizen. It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
Seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of the evidence.
Or maybe they're just left in the boys' locker room.
And that's when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Chihiro.
Well,
Friggin'.
I better get going. I'm in kind of a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
Oh, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together.
Tina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because she was afraid you'd find out her secret, right?
Which means that, conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Not so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
Point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it is.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
I do. Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him. Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Yes.
Yes.
What, you want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
Speak for yourself.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints even from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say.
What's that supposed to mean?
She
But
can't talk.
Fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might have been some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow, it's really hard to believe. Is this another... okay. What am I attacking?
It's something like the jacket. Hold on. Blue
Oh,
tracksuit.
fuck. Blue tracksuit with
First
less
of all,
count.
we know where
Okay.
Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose that specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
It matched the one that the culprit was wearing.
So what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? Buddy. Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say? Huh? What'd I say? When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assume he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So, why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
Uh-oh.
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
And Mondo, How did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
My
Because
second inkling was right.
I just.
Well, we don't know for sure yet.
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
The only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry, are you talking about Chihiro?
So how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Why can her tongue do that?
Don't worry about it. Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hand. No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps, but you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with. What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of a tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge. That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
I'm just saying that because it makes me feel good.
Because I
Because I hate him.
Because I hate him. Because the way he was acting, the way he talked, you know?
I think acting. I think it's acting.
There's a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Look, hold on. Sorry.
Very good.
Sorry. Are you a witch? She's a witch. You're positively frightful.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro? I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Well,
Yeah, he would never do something like that. That is a false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
What is wrong with him?
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence? Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
If you really
Okay.
insist, then. Here it is.
Huh? What do you have
Oh, my
there?
God. Sick.
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it lying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to
It's mine.
Chihiro, right?
Hunter.
Hunter!
It's Mondo's.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think. No, never mind.
Fuck!
Oh.
That's Chihiro's. That's a later thing. Sorry, my bad. Might be.
I trusted you!
I'm just throwing you off so we can get closer to losing.
No!
Making him throw for content.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact, indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it. Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right? Well, that's what I was hoping, but it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It'd take an awful lot to break one.
And yet this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon, sitting uselessly in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
You think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook break? There's only one possible explanation. You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would not be very good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbook?
Oh well. I have a weakness for pushy demands, but you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it'll suffer a meltdown and break.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, 'cause I found the handbook lying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't... Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
How you don't get... Oh, I see.
It's because your sweat evaporates. It creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Oh, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
I mean the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right? Indeed, quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I wouldn't say it's not possible, but who would have done something as idiotic as that? I don't know of anyone who would take their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was... Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? It had to be the one who wore all the clothes into the sauna. It was...
In the sauna, inside of the sauna. The person inside of the sauna.
Hey,
I
buddy.
think they may have been in the sauna.
Hey.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it? What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep the school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets.
I just noticed the towel on the pompadour.
And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. What am I doing?
I think the one is first. So it's broken e-handbook, and it works just fine.
Gotcha.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook. In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
Wow, saying a line. You're goated.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours? What is that supposed to mean? The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually worked. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right. The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
We're on this one again.
Well, here's how I look at it. There's a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit, but no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but... Son of a bitch!
What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay then. why don't we just look back on this case one more time from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Yay, storybook time!
Finally. Oh god.
Oh god.
We have to get the
So
duffel bag
that's
first?
that.
Yeah, it'll be a duffel bag.
The
There it
duffel
is.
bag. This one, okay. And
This
then-
illustration, those illustrations of Chihiro are very cute.
And that, then.
inn?
This one?
Yeah.
And then.
In the
Is it
boys'
right?
locker room.
Um.
Maybe the door opening?
Where is that? This one?
Yeah.
No.
No, not that one.
Because. Yeah.
Okay.
That
That's
one,
the girls.
on the right,
So this
on the
one,
right.
yeah. And then that. Then it would be the one here.
I think the one where, that one where he picks up the dumbbell. Or is using the dumbbell.
Yeah, and then the next one is the one with the...
I guess it's the poster next.
The poster.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be the
Because-
splatter on the poster.
This one, okay. And then that. Act 3.
They tore down the poster.
So the poster. And then this one?
No,
Oh, because
no.
because that's there.
They gotta go to the other locker room,
This
I
one?
think, next. That's the locker room, it's the closet door.
Yeah, no,
It'll be red.
It's the...
What? Huh? This one?
I think it's that one.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that looks like the girls' locker room door.
Okay.
Yeah, and they scan in. Maybe the one where he was putting the poster back up.
Wait, no, there's one where there's like a
No, because-
person. There's one with a silhouette in front of the locker room.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
I think it's this one that's putting the poster back up. Because that one is
No,
outside.
because the poster.
The poster's already up
no,
there.
Wait.
Oh, I see. what you mean.
Yeah,
The poster's
okay.
already been switched, so...
Okay,
How
so
would they...
maybe this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And then this, and then this blonde bitch comes in.
Probably the rope first, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
The rope. Well,
Yeah,
the
because
flare,
then there's this,
and then the blood, and then the
maybe
blood
this one.
writing.
Yep.
And then this one?
Yeah. Wait, no.
Wait, no.
No.
Well, yes, because they're throwing it into the room.
But is it the sauna? Is it the one where he's go to the right? Is it the one where he's going into the sauna, or is it the one where he's opening the door?
Right.
Oh, it could be the sauna.
I think it's the sauna one.
That would be the one
else
with
do we
the
call
With the
it?
silhouette.
with the water, right?
Oh no, it could be this one. It could be this one.
No, I don't know because I feel like
Oh.
they have to introduce that they're in the sauna, right?
Wait,
Because we see him throwing the thing into the
they'd have to
sauna.
hold it first. They'd have to have it in the hands first before it's thrown.
Right.
So I think
I
it's
don't-
the holding. I think
Well,
it's holding.
I think it would be this and then the shot of the sauna.
Yeah, I think the shot of the sauna
that
is the
wouldn't
last
make-
one.
but
I
that
think it's
wouldn't
them
make any
leaving the
sense.
room. I think it's them leaving the room.
What else is there? What's left? What's
There's
the
a
other way to the right?
bloody dumbbell. There's them leaving the sauna.
There's
Oh,
that.
This too.
The letter.
This is the last one to me,
This one?
Yeah, because it's hitting the ground.
and it's also spark. It's kind of like
Oh,
sparking
it's
up.
like
So it's
broken.
breaking.
Yes, yeah, I think it's that one.
Okay, so it would be this one.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's it. We'll find out.
Still think.
Oh, there's one more?
Nope. Just reenact. Hit the right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is
Alright.
what happened.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. Okay. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With the bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own handbook to use the entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked
committed a hate
him.
crime.
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and the carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself fell unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Juko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought in with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. And this blonde bitch. That could have been the end of things, but no.
But no!
Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. Fuck! Okay.
It must have been entering the sauna then.
Okay. Where... would be...
Yeah,
no,
probably-
the sauna.
Okay.
Wait, it's either one of those.
Right?
Wait.
Fuck.
Because
Wait.
like the door, if you look at the door of the
It
sauna,
doesn't have a handle, so it's the one with the pool in it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
There we go.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Oh.
Isn't that right, Mondo Wada?
Guys, no, we can't lose Mondo.
Yeah,
It's Mondo. We can't lose Mondo.
we just did.
Oh, wait, no, this can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence?
God, fuck, I forgot about this shit.
You need evidence. You need proof. I need proof. You can't pin any of this on him.
All because someone got head in a sauna.
Yeah, all because somebody got head in the sauna.
Okay. Evidence that Mondo's the killer. That already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. Fever time and okay. During your bullet battle, press the space key. Fever time will activate, and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push right mouse, left mouse, right mouse. Okay. And this will only last until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, to be fair, if only you got access to special time, so we've also prepared something called Nega Time that your opponents can use. If the opponent activates Nega Time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate Fever Time at this point... Okay. Okay, hold on. I need to turn my volume back on so I can do this. What's my volume mixture, please? Let's just pull this over here. Is it? Okay.
Makes that noise at you.
I have to remember how this fucking works again.
Good luck.
Get to fight me. Show me some evidence. You're not.
I think you have to do the right click to lock on them,
Oh, is it? Right, okay.
and then you shoot. But you can do multiple. You can do multiple lock-ins. You don't have to lock in on one at a time.
Oh, fuck. I was fighting for a bit there.
This should prove it.
This should prove it.
My least favorite line in the entire game. This should prove it.
Okay, there we go.
Why he's got like a lollipop and a pinwheel hat?
He's fucking spinning at max speed. This should prove it.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, well... we don't gotta do that. Huh? Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Well,
Anyway, oh, it's still going.
hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamned verdict.
Roger that.
Oh, wait, hold on.
What? No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank. Who will you elect as a blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Oh, his... They put him up in time.
Well...
Uh-oh, this time you... Good. This time looks like you got it right again.
Rowan, what do you think's gonna happen to Mondo? Because you'll never guess what's about to happen to him. What do you think's gonna happen?
Motorcycle drives into him.
Okay.
Motorcycle runs over his legs and he dies and explodes.
No!
Okay. Yeah, dying
see.
exploding would
Yes.
be nice, but unfortunately something else happens.
Yes, it is so. The blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada! In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be careful.
I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why? Why did you do it?
Well, looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf. The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who really doesn't want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward to the text, or fast forward the text.
Third, why would we do that?
Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro. No. His name was
You just got tricked and you just got trapped into misgender and you're disgusting, Rowan.
You're disgusting. We're gonna kill you. We're gonna kill you.
During Pride Month.
We're gonna kill you now.
We're gonna kill you.
Inferiority complex regarding her own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. She heard things like that as long as she could remember, and so she couldn't overcome her weakness. On the contrary, she should.
Me with that fucking backpack. Just let it go, bro. It's over.
Just mumbling into this.
I don't like this.
It was a valiant effort, Rowan.
On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness.
We appreciate someone upholding wokeness this Pride Month.
It feels bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. Chosen that as the way out.
Well,
Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. No matter how... No, not me.
That's what a good one.
No matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell. The inferiority complex that had taken root deep inside and was not easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty.
I think one of them is saying drunkard throughout this.
No, I'm just really sad. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger.
I'm weak. Weak.
Me when I'm a guinea pig.
Alright. That's a good one.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of embarrassing secrets. Which, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
A girl.
We're gonna kill you.
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it'd be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fade away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I don't really want to talk about it right now. Putting my phone away. But I also don't want to look at things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to
become strong, then I can tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used the thread of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
Now's my chance. I'm gonna get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better.
With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his body and mind. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he'd get at all. Because Mondo Iwata is transphobic.
Yep, that's what happened.
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask someone for help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help from there. And the person he went to...
Yep,
it sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured out that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep it a secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to.
Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage.
So we went and asked Mondo to help him become strong.
Like, it says that Chihiro was supposed to read that line, but that does not look like a line that Chihiro would say.
no.
That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did. To keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro.
Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Like,
Yes.
he's actually not transphobic, is the thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I mean.
Oh, I get it now.
Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
That could have
No,
been
it's
part of
because
it.
he's a hashtag ally.
But I believe he's an ally. But I don't think it was the main reason.
Line read.
The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he made to Chihiro.
But how does moving the body keep her secret?
Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So, he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See?
Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he made to Chihiro, who he also killed?
Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you?
Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad.
Clueless.
Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone? It's impossible.
How many times must I repeat myself?
Oh, hey, Byakuya, you're still here?
Hey! To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can.
Isn't foley that technique when you're doing sound engineering where you just kind of play a doohickey?
Sure, in
Yeah.
a simpler way.
Fully.
I was trying to make an animation joke because it's actually Foley. Anyway, move on. I'm not sad about it.
It's okay. Pats you on the back.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, the secret he didn't want anyone to know. You know what Mondo did?
Just gonna tell you guys.
He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle.
Diamondo.
Mm-hmm.
Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown to the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, the number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. That sounds disgusting. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over.
Daya. No, you
Same
got
voice.
it, man.
Kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride.
Can someone like that really be our leader?
Awesome.
All that do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Just once. One time. No matter what, I gotta win. Don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top.
And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid older brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly...
Oh.
Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. Rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Because it's the team. You and me, put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from him and everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Daya was going to lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong.
And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely, hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother.
No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. That's why I... Mondo... After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness, and just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
'Cause, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
You're right, but... I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
So, what? You're saying I should just say it? You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So, I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me. Are you making fun of me? I'm strong? Are you fucking with me right now?
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
Felt like I could hear something starting to creep. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? Whatever. What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed, and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Right. I am strong. I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you. And stronger than Daya. Don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down on the ground,
okay?
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. But thanks to that, I did something I could never take back. Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it!
Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living being. Another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is.
From the outside world.
Listen, I didn't see the last word. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't.
You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead, say that again, I dare you!
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want, is what I want to say, but... Unfortunately, I can't do that right now, because the time for punishing is fast approaching.
Punishing?
You mean execution?
Yeah, sorry, bud.
That's what I promised you, right? The black end that disturbs the peace will be punished?
Hold on.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment for Mondo Iwata, the ultimate biker gang leader.
No, wait!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
That.
Well,
I said wait!
Well.
Having to laugh at the end of that.
sorry.
Having to
Sorry,
laugh
I
at the end of
I
that.
just pulled Fire Spirit Cookie.
Oh,
Mondo Iwata is reincarnated as Fire Spirit Cookie.
Yay!
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Sorry, man.
Anyway, continue with what you guys are doing.
I couldn't keep the promise we made from one man to another.
Looking at the Fire Spirit banner as image as this happens. Check this shit out, Rowan.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, I remember. Because I was like, I don't remember Mondo's execution. I remember now.
Remember what he gets turned into?
Don't say stuff like that. Don't
wait.
spoil.
Put that away. His dumb little paw.
We.
Oh.
Yeah. Poor thing.
I mean, I was right that a motorcycle was involved.
Not in the way you think.
Where did he go?
So here's the thing.
So,
so, so he's butter now.
What the fuck?
My delicious pancakes.
So he's butter now?
So he's butter now.
Laugh at death, and your soul will forever be at peace.
What the fuck?
Can't be.
It literally can't be.
My brother.
I can't believe it's not, honestly.
Good one.
Thank you.
Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen.
I can't.
That's fair.
You gotta
You
go
got
hard,
it.
man.
I can't. My throat is too sensitive.
Yeah. Oh no, doing Mondo's like breakdown was killing me. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we
Oh, which
were each forced to realize
again,
things
or
again.
I guess it's not as bad anymore.
Yeah, we're out of the trial.
Yeah, but of course he had to.
What a disappointment. This is the end of the game.
Byakuya?
You're completely insane. You know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Not just one.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response, except that
However,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting.
Hate this bitch. His voice was calm, emotionless,
My diva.
like
This
the voice of
delicious
death.
diva.
It chilled me to the bone.
Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too.
That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall ever agreeing to it.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please, continue.
Anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted, the night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon her. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. Oh, him. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
Oh, that's me. You mean you actually witnessed the murder?
He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
So, you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
Yes, indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up.
You did all that to liven things up?
So, after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene?
But damn, man. If we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right?
Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point.
Ugh.
Of course.
Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me.
Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for.
So that was your reason.
Are you satisfied?
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on. There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next.
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why?
Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. Oh, this punishment, oh, this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
You're over-exaggerating.
I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
What do you mean?
Mean? Mean? Mean. Mean. Good grief! I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
The noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like yourself. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand? In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you.
I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you.
Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. I got ahead of myself there.
Monokuma's laughter pealed across the courtroom, and the curtains closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot, yeah? A really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? One thing... No, I'll just let him go.
Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see. As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
What the fuck does that mean? The what?
Oh yeah, there's a 16th student, by the way.
Took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. That's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Was that?
Well, Rowan?
Yay!
Well, I'm head again.
Well, Rowan, what do you think?
I think I'm gonna start eating rocks, maybe glass.
Yeah.
My man!
Yeah.
My man!
In the end, Chihiro got what she wanted. Somebody viewed her as strong.
True. Oh, cool,
Yeah.
Thanks! Thanks!
Hey,
I wanted
Diamond.
this.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
My favorite part.
I would like to take
Rowan, do you
potato.
understand why we were all so crazy about this video game?
A little bit, yeah.
Like, it's insane. No, not yet.
Maybe
Go
save
away,
you.
dang it. We
We
just
probably-
saved.
I saved,
Yeah.
yes.
We
Can
shot
I?
that.
Oh, I can. Wait, no, hold on.
Oh,
There we go.
let's
Okay.
get out of here.
Let's
Let's get out of
scram!
here, Scoop.
Guys, let's
You want
scram.
to save again just to be safe?
Yeah, just to be safe.
Okay, cool.
It's a good game. You know, it's
I mean, it's
Danganronpa,
not, but
so, like, it sucks.
No,
It
it's
sucks.
dated. It's not terrible.
This is where,
But-
yes, this is true.
Like, it's
Oh,
it's
and
Danganronpa
now
and
we're-
it sucks.
Mhm.
Sorry, who's the next? Is next the doll?
Now,
I know what's next.
just you worry. We're about to get to the worst chapter of the game.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it is the
well,
double, isn't it?
I don't want to wait 2 weeks.
Alright, so
Too bad.
Man,
do you guys
This
want
this
to
next
have
part,
Mondo
we're gonna
Awada?
get, we're
I
gonna
do.
have some fun with it.
Do you
Oh, it's
guys
gonna be
ever think
great.
about Mondo Awada?
Sometimes.
Never.
It's so dark in here.
Mondo Awada.
It's
Like,
so
I'm
dark
not
in
gonna
here.
lie. Not gonna lie, like 16 consecutive 9/11s just happened. Like,
No, literally. Literally.
Like it was like like it was back to back 9/11s. Like after we got past like the weird like misgendering thing, like it was just 9/11 after 9/11.
It's
having
so...
to laugh as Monokuma after all of that hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
I could do it. I could do it.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
we
did
know
it. I
where
didn't
to-
want to.
Oh, forget about. Oh my god. Oh my. Thinking about the trial after this next one. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Can somebody explain to me why butter?
I don't
No.
know.
No clue.
Nope.
No.
I actually can't explain it to you.
I don't.
Okay.
It might be like a pun.
Like
I don't
a
know.
pun
I
that
don't
only
know.
works in Japanese.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. He's butter now. That's the end of the sentence. He's butter now. What happened to him? He's butter now.
I miss him. I miss him a lot.
Don't worry, he got reincarnated as Fire Spirit Cookie.
That's true.
He sure did. He sure did. I literally went to go pull on fucking Cream Soda's banner, and I was just skipping through really quick, and then all of a sudden it came up, and it was like something about fire, and I was like, what does Cream Soda have to do with fire? Wait.
Clueless.
Clueless.
Well, now the spirit of Mondo Awada lives in my Cookie Run Kingdom game forever.
Yeah.
Keep him safe.
Please.
I will not.
Okay.
No.
All right,
He's
well,
going to the mines.
I'll be right back. I gotta go bathroom real bad.
I think we're heading out, Rowan.
Oh, is everybody going?
It's late, yeah.
I am.
All right. Good night, gay people.
Good night.
Bye, guys.
Okay.
Okay,